you can officially say it's been a year since the last episode of JWA Fixes, even though it's only been like a few weeks. I don't know how I'm spacing these out, but I am trying to space out content so I don't end up like making a whole batch of videos and then in a whole week I've already run out of episodes. I'm trying to like spread them out a lot more now. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the small Spinosaur animation, starting with Irritator Gen 2. Now here's the gimmick I've added for the small Spinosaurs. I noticed that their basic attack is basically a double strike, and now that we have double striking abilities, I decided to give it like a double strike attack. Except I figured that would be too OP, that it would just have a rampage on axis all the time. So I nerfed it a bit so it only deals like 2 fragmented hits. I could have changed it to double fragmented strike, but I didn't want to change the, like, change the name, and then go find the creature who has that, and then replace it, and it just didn't sound, just too much work. Did it always have, yeah, Swap and Definite Strike is like Irritator Gen 2's like key ability, even though it has very terrible attack. Then again, most commons do. If we gave it any more attack, this thing would be like a top meta creature, even though it just dies instantly. That's all I did. All I did was give it double Shattering Strike, because Irritator is pretty okay for a Fierce. It swaps in and deals damage. Yeah, that's about it. Here's Baryonyx Gen 2, another double strike, and I gave it Devouring Wound, which is the key ability of Thylaconix. It just makes sense to give it that, because it's like, why would you give such an OP ability to your hybrid and then leave this thing with just like nothing? Like, out of nowhere, Lankyloceratops has like a super awesome Dragon's Breath ability. Dragon Flight, that one. And then all of the creatures it's made out of, none of them are that good. So it just makes sense to give some love to their predecessors. Thylaconix's predecessor, giving it Devouring Wound, making it just a tad better. That's literally all I did, double strike and Devouring Wound. Because there really isn't that much to change about the Baryonyxes. They used to be really good. Baryonyx himself, Triostronix, they used to be the kings of the meta. But then everyone else came along, and then they got pushed back, and now they're just, like, forgotten. That's basically any creature in this game, though. Is Ostafrikasaurus? No, Ostafrikasaurus would be like a bigger Spino, but I guess I threw it here anyway. There's Double Shattering Strike, Instant Ready to Crush, Bait and Switch, Persistent Counter, and, oh, that's it. Is Persistent Counter? Oh, it targets, Persistent Counter is for the whole team. I don't think I made that ability. I think that's someone, Fukuisaurus has that, that's right. Whoops, nearly forgot the Barry's Grim here. Limbo, who I gave double Definite Strike. It's very similar to how she was before. Cleansing Group Destroyer's new, though. Actually, I don't even know if that video still exists anymore, so I'll just show her now. Yeah, but that's her abilities. Like, just average stats. Good ability spread here. Nice resistances, and that's about it. Spawn in the Camp Cretaceous Arena, which is just something I made up, even though it's probably never going to be a thing, especially now that the Isla event turned out to be a bit of a letdown, as it is just, well, I do like the change, like a new type of battle mode, but unfortunately they don't really do, like, the rewards are like not that great. I say that even though they're giving legendary DNA, but it's like only like for one creature. Would have been nice if we got incubators, gold, resources, literally anything alongside the DNA. And also just like, it takes such a long time just to complete the, well, actually you can complete it in like an hour, and then it's just like, it's gonna be there for a whole week. I guess it's there, so it's like if you don't have the creature, for those little levels who are like, okay, you have 2 weeks to level up these creatures if you want to complete this event. And even then, you're not getting that much in return. All that resources you're spending, it's only for like a little bit of Panthera Byleth. You can only level up to like, I don't know, level 17, and then that's it. That's maybe not even level 17. Actually, no, yeah, level 17. That's as far as you're getting. The rest you have to buy it with real money. Okay, here's Chaos. Double Shatter Cleanse, which is just Cleansing Counter Strike, except it strikes twice, except only like half and half. No, again, if I do a double Rampage, then if I do a Rampage that you can just access freely, that's just too OP. And, oh, also Cleansing Group Destroyer. Literally, the only thing different is just a few key stats and, yeah, Double Shatter Cleanse. Looks like I skipped the Irritator, because Irritator is like an essential raid creature, and I don't want to change it because, you know, that thing's already really good for raids. Ah, here it is. Something that used to be good, but then it got nerfed beyond belief, and now it's just awful. I did change it a bit. Oh, I gave it Decimating Hunger? How would that work? Like, it would just be left vulnerable for quite some time, actually. If you go for Ready to Crush, then you go for Decimating Hunger. I think I boosted your HP, unless you already had that. I don't know if I touched your stats or not. Resistances, a little... yeah, just a small 25% in distraction and resistance. Yeah, I like this, actually. You just go for Ready to Crush, then you go for Decimating Hunger, and then you just heal a bunch of your missing HP. If you survive long enough, that is. I don't remember making Oxalia. Did I? Wait, did I even do Ichthyovenator? I think I skipped that one. Hold on a second. Oh, dang it, he was right here in the epics all along. Double Definite Strike, Ready to Crush, Skirmish, Fierce Counter. Oh, it's just like the tiny baby hit. And yeah. Oh, I didn't give you a spawn location. Oh dear. Let's just say you spawn, well, looking at these stats. Ooh. I'm gonna say you just spawn everywhere. Pretty sure Oxalia is meant for, like, the Spinosaurs, like the big Spinosaur animation. So, I'll save you for if I ever cover them again, which I likely will because I need to rebuff everything that I've covered so far now. Ah, that's who I was looking for. I'm gonna be painting you soon. Double Shattering Strike, Ready to Crush, Ferocious Group Heal. Did I make that up? No, I'm pretty sure no. Yes, I did, actually. Wait, no, yes, no, I don't remember. It's just there's so many new abilities now. I can't keep track of what's mine and what's actually canon now. Ah, it's so hard to like. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. Grim, what the hell? Your damage is so high, and you can boost it even higher. This thing's a monster. Actually, no way. You don't have. You're mostly support because you only have 2 regular hits, and then it's just like then you just have 1 double strike. But then it's still a lot of damage. Like 1700 a pop is like still a lot of damage. Plus you can just boost. Maybe I should give you a counterattack. That would help you a ton. For now, we'll leave her as the way she is because I don't want to. Again, I don't want to dominate the meta with that thing. Baryonyx, are you meant to be a flock? Yeah, you're meant to be a Lystrosaur. Huh? I think all I did to change you was just give you double Shattering Strike, even though you really don't need it. And I honestly think that would hindrance you with Crushing Prowl. Meanwhile, Triastronix, actually, this one would also hindrance you, because Ready to Crush only lasts for 2 attacks, and then if you just go for Double Shattering Strike, well, I guess you're just dealing about as much as Fierce Devouring Rampage, which is another thing I added. I kept Refresh because it's unique to this thing, and I do like it. It's like a simple, you heal up, and then you gain speed. That's all it is. Nothing too big. Yeah, this is the new one. Crushing Counter. Increase speed by 10% for 3 turns. Increase damage by 15% for 3 turns, 6 attacks. Increase critical chance by 5% for 3 turns, 6 attacks. Which is basically just like a gradual damage increasing counterattack. Nothing too big. And Fierce Devouring Rampage just to help you get that extra healing off. Next up we have the Giganix. I think the only thing I changed was I just gave it 2 abilities. Crushing Counter and not you. And Critical Obstruction, which again, I just talked about Crushing Counter, and you all know Critical Obstruction from the Giga. I don't know why it doesn't have that. Oh, did I boost your damage? I think I did. Yeah, I boosted your damage by a little bit. I don't know why it doesn't have Critical Obstruction. That would really bump this thing up a tier, because really, it's not that great right now. It's really bad. Well, it's not really bad, it's just not the greatest. Compared to Giga in the meta, Giga works really well. But Giganix, compared to all the other uniques, it just can't compete. So Crushing Counter would be a really good thing to have to help it soar. Oh, here we go, a unique one made of 2 of my creatures from a long-begotten age. A forgotten age, I should say. Procerathomimus, which was the bane of everyone's existence, and Triastronix, which used to be my personal favorite. Accelerated Daring Strike, Adrenaline Surge, which is an ability that used to exist but then got removed. Distracting Rampage, Fierce Devouring Rampage. They should just give a lot more creatures Fierce Devouring Rampage. And they should fix the Fierce Devouring Rampage so it actually attacks the dinosaur with the highest HP. Nullifying Counter, Cautious on Escape, and that's it. Oh, here we go, description. As babies, these creatures are hideous to look at. Once they reach maturity, beautiful feathers cover the disgusting skin. Truly the ugly duckling of the dinosaur world. I really could have done some concept with this. In fact, I think I had concept ideas of drawing horrific baby zombie-esque dinosaurs, and then as they grow up they become very nice and lovely, covered in feathers, with still the dorsal spines on their back. But alas, as I mentioned, I'm no longer I no longer have the motivation to draw because I wonder why. I wonder what is keeping my artistic expression occupied. Do I even have an Apex Baryonyx, like an actual? Let me just take a look here. I do not here. So I guess, wait, no, what's that? No, wait, that's a T-Rex-esque thing. There we go. Dekumimus. This is purely based on the fact that I made this after finally watching My Hero Academia, because it was like, well, actually I realized it's on Crunchyroll for free. You don't have to sign up or anything, so I can just watch it whenever I want. Except for the last season. I have yet to see the last season. So yes, I've become a huge fan of the show, and I just made a few dinosaurs based on a few characters, like Dekumimus here. Probably not the best example of what Deku should be. Like, if anything, he could be something. Well, there's probably some way to do it, but for now, Baryonyx. Just regular defense shadow strike, as opposed to like double defense. Full cowl. This is a new one, which is of course one of Midoriya's moves. Cleanse, reduce damage. Cleanse, crit chance reduction. Increased chance by increased damage by 50% for 4 turns to attacks. Increased critical chance. Oh my god, this is so much. Oh wait, is this basically just ready to crush, but with a speed increase? Yeah, it is, and it also lasts longer. Honestly, 4 turns to attacks. 4 turns to... No, it's about the same. Sort of the same. Berserk Decimation Devour, which is just like Ghost's move, except now there's a Devour attached, so even though you're sacrificing your HP, you're also gaining HP. It also makes sense, because Deku, in the first season, hurts himself a lot. Detroit Smash. What's this one? Bypass armor, precise, attack times 3, increase speed by 50% for 3 seconds. Okay, that's a lot. One for all, while swapping in, increase damage by 50% for 4 turns, 3 attacks, and increase critical chance by 50% for a bunch, and also heal. Oh, that's a lot. Healing Accelerate on escape, you know that from the Bear King, the one that Ludio really wants us to use, so they keep on giving it buffs, even though a lot of people are still like, nah, not interested. Damage over time, resistance, and all this. I didn't give you a description, unfortunately. I should have given you a description. But it literally, what I say, it's just a Baryonyx, but with Deku's colors, and probably his scraggly hair. That's about it. That's all I have for this. So, thank you for watching. What'll I do next? Probably Gallimimus. I think that's the only one that's coming to mind right now. Yeah. Okay.